Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing well and also giving some time for your studies. So today we are going to study determinants. Determinants are the words we use before nouns. They are used before nouns to modify the meaning of a noun. They are used to clarify or introduce a noun. They tell us whether a noun is general or specific. That means they tell us the noun which we are talking about is a particular person or thing. We are talking about a particular person or thing, or we are talking about anything in general. They are used before nouns. Now if I say my pen, so the determiner, is telling me that the pen belongs to me. And if I use pen, then it can be any pen. Similarly, if I use the word book, then the book can be any book. But if I use this in front of it, this is a determiner. So if I use this book, then this means that I am pointing out to a specific book. Same goes with each boy. Each boy means I am talking about each boy from a specific group. A lot of salt. A lot of salt means it is telling us something about a salt, that the salt is a lot. So the word determiners tell us something more about a noun or clarify or introduce a noun. So now determiners are divided into following categories: articles, demonstratives, possessives, quantifiers, interrogatives and ordinals. So first one is article. So articles we have been studying since a very young age. So we know a, an and the are known as articles. They are the words that define a noun as specific or general. They tell us the noun which we are using or which we are talking about is a specific person or thing or anything in general. They are used before nouns and they are of two types: definite and indefinite article. Definite article. The is a definite article. It is called definite because it talks about some definite thing. It talks about a definite noun. It is called definite article as it talks about a specific or a particular thing. It is used for a person or thing which has been already mentioned in a conversation or a piece of writing. Like we have talked about a person or thing once, and if we are talking about them again in a conversation or a piece of writing, we use definite article, the, before the mention of that thing. It is also used before the names of rivers, seas, mountains, oceans, group of islands, holy books, newspapers, well-known buildings and some specific countries. For example, the UK. Now UK is the name of a country. So in front of the name of some countries we use the. So the UK. The Bible. So Bible is the holy book. We are using the in front of the name of Bible. The apples I bought yesterday. So we are talking about some specific apples. The apples which I bought yesterday. So I am using the. The park near our school. We are talking about a specific park which is near a school. The Italians. Here we are talking about some specific race or some specific species. So we are using the in front of Italians. Now indefinite article. A and an are indefinite articles. They are called indefinite articles as they are used to refer to a noun that is not specific. When we are talking about any general noun, then we use indefinite articles. They are used to mention a person or a thing for the first time in a conversation or a piece of writing. So if we are talking about a person or a thing for the first time in a conversation, we use a or an. For example, an apple. Now this apple can be any apple. A girl, any girl. An old man, any old man. A book, it can be any book. Now here is a table given about usage of articles. Now you can take a screenshot of this particular table, or you can pause the video and note down this table. This table has been also given in your book on page number 1. Now we'll study about zero articles. Now what are zero articles? We have never studied about zero articles. So let's study about zero articles. So the rules or the words where no articles are used are zero articles. So there are some words before which we don't use articles. Now let's study about those words. We don't use any article with uncountable and plural nouns when we talk about them in general way. For example, I eat rice every day. So rice is an uncountable noun. So we don't use any article before uncountables and plural nouns. With proper nouns, I met Riaz in Chennai. So Riaz and Chennai are both proper nouns. So we aren't using any article before them. With some singular nouns referring to institutions. My school is situated in Selako. So Selako is a singular noun referring to institution. So we aren't using any article before school. Names of meals. Breakfast. I had my breakfast at 8 a.m. So we aren't using any article before breakfast. Names of certain times of day, special occasions. I gave her a rose on Mother's Day. So Mother's Day is a special occasion. So we aren't using any article before Mother's Day. Similarly, names of months, days of week and seasons also don't take any article before their names. So for example, every mile is true in winter. He was born in the month of March. So winter is a season and March is a name of month. So we aren't using any article before both of them. Names of towns, cities, streets and most of the countries. I saw him in Chennai. So we aren't using any article before Chennai. Names of languages, school subjects. Do you speak French? So French is a language. So we aren't using any article before the name of a language. My favorite subject is chemistry. So chemistry is school subject. So here also we aren't using any article before chemistry. Names of sports, games, etc. He is good at tennis. So tennis is a sport. So here also we are not using any article. Now we'll study demonstratives. So demonstrative are the words or the determiners which are used before a noun to point out to that particular noun. If we want to point out to a particular noun, we use demonstrative. Like this is my car. So we are pointing out to a car by using the determiner this. So this is a demonstrative. You can take all of these. So I'm pointing out to some things and I'm saying you can take all of these things. So these is pointing out to a thing. So it is a demonstrative determiner. Close this window. I'm pointing out to a window and asking to close it. So the words which are used before noun to point out to that particular noun are demonstrative. Now there are 4 types of demonstrative: this, that, these, those. Now we have possessive. So as a word possessive itself suggests something about possession. So these are the words which are used before noun to show who owns or possesses something. They tell us to whom that a particular noun about which we are talking belongs. So the positive determiners are my, your, his, her, its, our, their. So his name is John. The word his is telling that this name belongs to John. We have sold our house. So that our tells us that the house belongs to us. The dog licked its paw. So the word its is telling us that that paw belongs to the dog. So possessive are the words which tell us to whom a noun belongs. So now we have quantifiers. Now what is a quantifier? A quantifier is a type of determiner that goes before a noun to tell us about the amount or quantity of a noun. It is a determiner that tells us about the amount or quantity of a noun, that how much or how many of a noun we are talking about. So the quantifiers are few, a few, many, a little, several, a lot of, some, every, each, a part of, a number of, a great deal of, whole, all, a bit of, most of, no, much, any. Now here are some examples of quantifiers. Do you have enough coffee? So it is telling us about the coffee, about the amount of coffee, that how much coffee. It is asking a question that how much coffee do you have? She has plenty of clothes for the winter. How many clothes she has for winter? He has several apples. how many apples he has. Now come interrogatives. Interrogatives, as you know, are used to ask questions. So these are the determiners which are used before noun to ask specific questions about people or things. When we have to ask questions about people or things, we use interrogatives. The interrogative determiners are what, which and whose. Example, whose bag are you carrying? So it is asking about the noun bag. Whose bag? Which dress did you like? What books do you read? Now you can take a note that the interrogatives are followed by nouns. First we have interrogatives, whose, which and what. Then we have nouns, bag, dress and books. So all the determiners come before nouns. Now we have ordinals. So you have studied ordinal numbers in maths. So these ordinals are the same as ordinal numbers. So ordinals are the determiners which are used before noun to show sequence or order of a noun, to tell us where is the noun placed, or to tell what is the sequence of the particular noun. Now the ordinal determiners are last, previous, next, other, another, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and so on. Now examples of ordinal determiners are the last bus comes at 8:30 p.m. It is telling us about the bus. This is the last bus. He was the first student to complete the test. It is telling us about the student, that he was the first student. First student. Let's play another game. We are talking about the game. Another game. At last we have a self-evaluation activity. What is in the refrigerator? So you have to open your refrigerator and you have to see the inside of a refrigerator, and you have to write at least 15 sentences about inside of a refrigerator by using given articles and quantifiers, or you can use quantifiers of your own also to describe the inside of a refrigerator. For example, here are some examples given. So let's see the examples. There is a carton of milk on the first shelf of the refrigerator. There isn't any leftover food in the refrigerator. Some water bottles are kept on the door of the refrigerator. You can use more quantifiers also if you want to, but try to use one quantifier only once. Don't repeat the quantifiers. And you can use articles also to describe the inside of a refrigerator. So this was all for today. I hope you have learned and understood whatever has been taught in this video. Thank you for watching this video, and bye bye.